Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Give me a minute. I'm trying to get my stuff together. Okay. There we go. Now, hey y'all. We're going to get us a reading for the sign of Pisces. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle. Hey. Before I press the record button. So, I'm going to shuffle this deck. We're going to cut this deck, and then we're going to get into it with the main energy for the sign of Pisces. Hey, y'all. Let me do that again. Hey, hey. Pisces, bottom of the deck, we have 7 of Cups and investigating. So somebody is investigating some type of 7 of Cups issues. The 7 of Cups may have some type of illusions, or it has something to do with some type of opportunities that somebody was manifesting for themselves. Or so they thought that they was manifesting. You know what I mean? It's really giving me that somebody was more so placing you in a compromising position so that they could manifest these opportunities, and things absolutely did not go that way, which we already got that understood. And now they doing some investigating. Hey, they want to look further into a situation because they ain't understanding something. They ain't understanding. Again, what I say, how was you able to get up out that jam? Look, you got around summer. So around summer, y'all know we in spring. Summer is next. In the next couple months. So that's letting me know that somebody was taking some type of actions, and they really felt like they was waiting on something to play out. They was thinking they was going to see something around summer. It seemed like the whole time that they found out they was getting played, though. Somebody was actually being manipulated. They was being controlled by some type of lies or something like that. Hey. Look. You got guarded because the whole time you ended up being guarded, or you was guarded or something like that. It even seems like this person may have built up some type of defense mechanisms due to some type of past traumas or some type of past issues that they may have had. I'm going to answer that for you, Megan, in case you actually are. No, you can't see my dad. Can I see your dad? At least the urn of him. You might want to find you something safe to do. You might want to find you something safe to do. And then I'm going to get you up out of here because I ain't even got time for it. But yeah, this person may have built up some type of guards or something like that due to some type of past traumas, or, you know, something that they may have already had to deal with, which more so made them feel comfortable when it came to believing these lies. But also, let's get it understood with this getting a room energy. You know what I mean? Somebody was more so in a position where it seems like they were caught in some type of pleasure. This is business on it. So this person could have been handling the situation. Thank you. You too, love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They could have been handling this situation as if it was business, saying that the emotions was off. It was hands off, you know. And that may have been more comforting for this person due to the fact that they didn't have to be vulnerable dealing with another individual. But also, what we ain't gonna forget is that this whole situation was led by lies. These lies fed some type of temptation or something like that inside of this person. Look, keeping you a secret. This card say keeping you a secret, but what I'm hearing is this person was more so keeping this secret from you. Keeping you a secret to this situation, and also making sure that you were unaware of the actions that they was taking. They more so presented themselves as if they were vulnerable with you, or they were open and honest with you, but it's given that they were only able to do that to a certain degree. I'm hearing that you may have began to see or feel some type of mask or something like that slip. You got 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is going to speak of somebody's public image, is what I'm hearing. Their public reputation, the support that they receive or something like that. It seems as if somebody was receiving some type of outside support, though. And again, with this keeping you a secret, they more so was not being very forthcoming with the position that you had in the situation, or who exactly you were to them, is what I'm giving. Somebody may have tried to downplay something. Again, they wanted to be seen as some type of role model, or being in some type of high status position. And you have terms when it comes to this working it out, this negotiating with you. It say even begging. You know what I mean? So it's really giving that somebody was more so getting they juice. They was getting they riz off of some type of outside sources, when in all actuality they were supposed to be more focused on some type of path or something like that they were supposed to be traveling with you. What's this terms? Hey, that's what it say. It say begging. And my thing is, what's that, wouldn't it TLC? That I ain't too proud to beg? Stop playing with me. We even could go back further to the set. Hey, now, look, expecting a new beginning. So it's given that somebody was supposed to bargain some type of terms or something like that with you, so that they could expect a new beginning around summer, when in all actuality, the only thing that they gonna come to is realization of why they in the position that they've always been in. Ain't nothing changing with somebody or something like that. What is this around summer energy about? Look, putting on the show. So, baby, around summer, they might want to show their hands a little bit. You know what I mean? They might want to act like they ain't got no sense. This is giving me somebody who operates with some type of sense of entitlement. And again, like I said, they've been waiting and they was watching for something to play out. That's why that title is How You Get Yourself Up Out That Jam, because that's exactly what they're curious about. You know, it's hardly ever that I do, you know what I mean, alive and I actually have a title for it. They want to know. They real live curious. They investigating that 7 of Cups. They investigating all these illusions that they had, but understand that this person had their hands in so much different things, so many different lies, that they got to sort through all their BS before they could even come to a solution. So again, what do? They naturally go to the position of this putting on the show. They want to put on the show. They hoping that you engage in the show with them. Give me more on this putting on the show. What they putting on the show about, Spirit? Strength card, due to their insecurities in the reverse, is what I forgot to add on there. Strength in the reverse. So they're not feeling quite strong. Somebody feels weak when it comes to their defense. See, what it is they know that you able to break down all these lies. Is something with you being able to see through the veil that they have had up. You have ripped the curtain down. Something about newspaper being taped to windows. Still, it's coming down. Because even understand, I'm hearing old news. So it's even with it's something with some type of exposure coming. Again, this person has to put on the show because they have to stay in their act. They have to stay in their role. Who's going to believe them if they don't? If they change now? Hey, y'all. Oh, I didn't even see that this. Nope, it didn't flip. Okay. Give me more with this strength card. Somebody having to deal with some type of raw emotions, though. Like, be honest. It's given there, never let you know it, though. Look, 2 of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying when it comes to just juggling with these multiple priorities. Somebody don't feel like they're able to pull off this act that they had going on no more. It's like they lying to themselves. It's really giving that this person is still trying to present themselves as if they're able to stay in character. But again, we already know that it's you type energy. It's like the front is no longer working. You lying to yourself. Somebody is happening. They trying to have to do a lot to put this up, though, or keep this up. What I say, and the moon card is still in the reverse when it comes to this exposure. It's exposure. No, ma'am, I do not do voodoo magic. I do not do projections either. So we're going to go ahead and get you on up out of here. But yeah, you know what I mean? let me see. Hey, Sugar Cookie, what is you doing? What's with the at and all the... Yeah, nah, because you spamming. We going to get you up out of here, too. But, yeah, what's being exposed is, you know what I mean, again, all of this wishful thinking that this person had, all of these different illusions is really giving some type of defense mechanism somebody thought that they was building up. This may have something to do with the earth sign, or this may also speak of things grounding out. Somebody may have viewed this as being some type of opportunity or something like that. Because I could always count that earth sign as being like an ace of pentacles, and it's still going to be 3 pentacles out here. Like somebody was trying to build something, whatever it was that they was trying to put together behind the scene, whatever collaborating that they was doing, that shit is on the forefront now. And with this earth energy, again, you got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What's going on with this earth energy for Pisces? What's going on with this earth energy? Hey, went toxic on the flow. And that hoe fell on the flow. But what we ain't gonna do, look, why they toxic? Because they might have some type of addictions or something like that that they battling with. Somebody might have some type of inner demons that they ain't quite been ready to face. What is this? Oh, okay. 9 of Pentacles, but they presenting themselves like they got it all together. They live in a certain type of lifestyle and understand. I do understand that ain't none of us got it all together, but you still know when faking it is taking place. Don't make me start quoting on my money bag, because what he say, you know a lie, don't give a fuck who tell it. You know a lie. You know a lie. And it's a difference. So again, with the toxic energy in this earth sign, somebody is fully aware of the fumes that they give off. What's going on with this toxic energy? 7 of Cups. When it came to these illusions, somebody was very invested, you know. They thought that they was going to be able to pull this off. And I ain't even going to jump off the bridge with it right away, but see what it is they thought that they was going to keep you in this 6 of Pentacles energy, where you was going to be in this constant giving to them. You were going to be generous to them. You were going to share with them. And see what it is this person may have even presented themselves like, not to say that they was beneath you, but it's almost like they didn't have certain things. Like this person would say things to you like they didn't have support, or they don't have people they can go to. You got such and such, or you got, you know what I mean, I don't have type thing. Like somebody more so used to always put you in a position where you felt like you had to, or you felt bad type thing. It's a whole lot of illusions though with this. I'm telling you, a lot of lies, a lot of wishful thinking, a lot of you know what I mean, because it's even given like they was more so wanting to get out of a situation what they was putting in, but they really wasn't putting nothing into it. They was investing lies. They was investing hopes. They was investing like playing with a person's heartstrings, manipulation, control. You know what I mean? Like the things that you were investing, what did you expect to get out of it, ma'am, sir? You know what I mean? What? Like if you're going to get out of a situation, what you put into it, and that's what you're putting into it, what did you think you were going to get out of it? I think they really should have just kept a peace in the situation when you decided to walk away, and more so not give them a taste of their own medicine. Because I'm really feeling like you was guided away. You were guided away from a situation. It was a humbly quit, like just accepting the L. You weren't a sore loser. You know, you lost, and it just was what it was. You decided to go and get invested into another game or something else, you know what I mean, more worthy of your time. But again, it's something with them having high hopes that this was going to pay off for them one day. One day, they were going to be successful. It even makes me feel like you were given to this person to a point where they more so reversed it. It's like a reversal of psychology and put you in a position where you felt like they were giving to you. it was like a whole mental manipulation. Like you pouring into them so much, and they taking your energy, they taking your love, your light, they reflecting it back to you, and you started to feel like they really had something. Like they, hey, when I say like it is interesting, it's interesting, baby. Interesting. What's this Six of Pentacles? Give me one more. Look, Four of Cups. With this Four of Cups and the way the Four of Cups came out sideways like that, it's making me feel like, you know, it's giving benefit of the doubt. It's giving benefit of the doubt. It's really giving somebody time to get themselves together, get their emotions in check. You understand the past traumas and stuff like that, and no, you're not willing to use it as an excuse. You still use it as a means of siding with an individual or siding with yourself on why certain things, you know what I mean, was taking place or something like that. But again, it's something with you being fair. You thought that you were being fair when you were deciding to ignore the different warnings or the different taps on the shoulders that you was receiving about this person and what they were invested in, the actual type of person that they were. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. What's this getting played though with these manipulations going on around summer? Because around summer was the first thing that came out. That mean all this ain't even unfolded yet. What's going on around summer? We got a call. So somebody might reach out to you or something like that. With this unblocking energy, might want to reach out to you, give you some type of clarifications about this manipulation, these lies, this control or something like that. Somebody might want to tell you that they got played, you know what I mean? Or somebody might even be trying to come forth to you with some information, trying to manipulate and control you with some type of lies too. You know, use your discretion with this. But also with this putting on the show coming out right next to it, you best believe that this person is still in character. I'm hearing that somebody is trying to figure out what you know. Remember what I said? They want to know how you got out that jam. We're going to keep on going back to the main status. It's something with some type of expressing with this putting on the show. Somebody might tell you something about some type of, again, remember what I said? It ain't no emotions. It was real hands off when it came to the emotions. It was just, you know what I mean? They was just doing the bump type thing. That's how somebody want to present a situation to you. But they want to call, they want to have this conversation again, make it seem like they bringing you some type of mental clarity, say they just want to hear your voice, you know, and you got Queen of Swords here. It's something about you having mental clarity that they're already in a broken down position. You have mental clarity that they're already weak, that they're having to deal with some type of raw emotions. You also have a mental clarity that they having insecurities about the position that they in because of your awareness of the situation and some type of truth and honesty, even though this person is putting on this show with you being on this phone. Again, you already know. Look, you got falling apart. You see the way it fell out? Like if it was on a string, baby, it would falling apart when it comes to this multiple priorities, all these different lies, all these different facades. Hey, all this different, you know what I mean? Whatever it was that they thought they was going to be able to keep up is falling into pieces. Even on that Two of Pentacles card, you know, the guy had, like he has an elongated head on. That's giving me Pinocchio energy, like the elongated nose. Remember, every time he lied, his nose got bigger. And all he ever wanted was to be a real boy. Yeah. Ain't nobody finna play these games type energy. Look, Justice in the reverse. With this Moon card energy. Somebody is still being unfair. It's still something hidden. It's like it's being forced out of them. This person is not being all the way forthcoming with this Moon energy. You exposing their ass. They ain't coming to you with truth and honesty and laying it on the table. You telling them, look, I know this, I know that, I know this, I know that. Sir, ma'am, huh? Nah. All the way down to your mama. I know about your child. I know about, you know what I mean? Like it's something about you reading somebody down to feel reading them to complete filth. Like, what is this justice in the reverse? Eight of Cups in the reverse when it comes to this earth sign. See, this earth sign didn't want to let go of some type of unfair, like, treatment is what I'm hearing. Somebody just wanted to try something one more time. Like that, like, just, you know what I mean? It's with these emotions. Somebody tried to play with it with your heartstrings and come to find out the whole time they heartstrings was involved in the situation. What's going on with this Eight of Cups? Caution. It's something about you being careful with this person or being real strict with the boundaries, staying within some type of guidelines due to you seeing them as being toxic, due to you smelling them as being toxic. It's something about your gifts heightening your senses. You can sense. It's something again with this aroma, the fumes, the energy that this person is giving off. You know they full of debt, they full of karma or something like that. You got a pregnancy. Somebody might need to be cautious about a pregnancy when it comes to this trying it one more time. Because, baby, with that toxic energy, what you say, you might try to get in them draws now. Or even masculine. Now, she might be trying to trap you, baby. You might want to, you know what I mean? I don't know. Stay away from it now. Because it's something with these illusions. Somebody may even, with the Seven of Cups, be trying to implant some type of illusions or something like that when it comes to this pregnancy. Get you entrapped in some type of mindset. Get you thinking that something is going to grow. Something is going to produce. You guys are actually going to conceive something together. They might be good. You look, hook your ass. Get you hooked. Back in this Six of Pentacles energy, this being generous, this being understanding, this being, you know what I mean? Because again, I said they want to know how you got yourself up out that jam, baby. They in the jam right now. They're trying to figure out how they can get themselves up out this right here. The only way that they, you know what I mean, figure they could get themselves up out of this is you. It's really giving the only person that they have seen successfully get themselves up out this jam and actually maneuver still in a magnificent way is you. It's like if they could imagine with the Strength card in the reverse being like anybody, you know what I mean? It would be like you. They want to be like you when they grow up, you know? And my thing is, you is something about your divine. It's like this person gives, how can I explain it? Like for you, the way that you got yourself up out of whatever pressure is some type of position they tried to put you in. However you got yourself up out of it, this person views you as being something magnificent. You developed a relationship with the divine. You give, like how they say, all glory goes to God. You give it straight to God. You know that it will strengthen your prayers. You know, you know what I mean? It's like you really did nothing but still did everything at the same time. You most so just was made aware of, you know, the protection that you had around you type thing. You really didn't even do nothing. You ain't take nothing like all the actions and stuff like that this person is trying to take. You damn sure ain't being conniving. You know what I mean? With the conversation. They're like, it's weird. It's weird. And it's funny because this person will more so handle you like this, like feel like you did something. But then when you do something so simple as tell them, look, pray about it. Or look, you need to talk to God or something. And they'll look at you like you crazy. They'll feel like you lying. They oh, no, it can't be. But you also got to understand that that's why they in the position and that they in due to their own lack of belief. That's what they figuring out around summer. What's this hooked energy with this giving? Tired. Tired of the drama. Stop playing with me. And something with them wanting you hooked on giving to them again, but you tired of the drama. When it comes to this, you ain't accepting no offers when it comes to this person. You're not open to any emotional deposits, any emotional suggestions, proposals. You ain't with none of it. No. You done got your ass wore out. Hey. Hey, look, you got Page of Pentacles energy when it comes to this guarded. So this guarded energy that you are in is in something, I'm hearing is new, developed or something like that. It's new, developed. This Page of Pentacles speaks of somebody manifesting some type of opportunities or manifesting some type of financial stability for themselves. Something being in the beginning stages of producing growth. That's something about this conversation. So that's what this person gonna tell you. Look, I done grew. I done figured out I could do this. I can blase skippy. I'm starting to do this. Somebody's starting to do a whole lot of shit is what they doing. It's a whole lot of starting. It's just in the beginning stages, you know. What he say? I don't know why I'm getting a lot of life quotes now. The movie Life. He said, as a man thinketh, so shall he think. You know, some shit like that. You read the Bible. You remember when Ray was talking to him, he was telling him about the boom boom room. And he was like, oh, so it's only in your mind. And he was like, you know, that's where it starts first. It starts in the mind. That was very true. It starts in the mind. As a man thinketh, so shall he get. Yeah, that's true. But you still got people who be lying. Who be lying? They be lying now. Yeah, you done thought about it, but baby, you ain't like they'll talk to you like they got it. I done had somebody tell me some shit like, baby, they got this, they got that, and then I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? Well, where it's at, woo, 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 and you know, it's like, oh, I'm putting it together. You got the, no, I ain't got the, I ain't, you know what I'm, and it's like, what the fuck? So you basically just sat and lied to me. They sat and lied to you now. So it's something with you being guarded, though. You're not being open to these lies on this call that's putting on the show. You don't give a damn about this, baby. You know an actor when you see one look outdated. It's giving me that you may even say that to this person right next to this Queen of Swords. That may make them feel even weaker. Expired issue. You ain't trying to talk about that old shit. You ain't building off that. You know what I mean? Old news. You already done heard about that. Been there, done that. I was just waiting on you to admit it. Because you was the one lying. Discarded, baby. I already let it go. I already processed the whole situation. It's like this person is trying to come to you playing on something that don't even exist no more. You already done healed from this. Already done healed. Talk about being 1,000 steps ahead of the game. I know that's right, Mohammed. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I say. They trying to figure out how you got out that jam, baby. Gave it to the Most High. The Most High. Him. God. I went and talked to my father. That's what I did. Sat and had a deep conversation with my father. And what he said, he'll put you on your back if he got to make sure you get to the destination, baby. Not when you want to be there, but when you supposed to be there. You gonna get there by any means as long as you walking with him. He's your travel buddy. He's your travel partner. Hey, I ain't seen it not happen since. Not when you dealing with the divine, I promise you. What's this outdated energy, though? That you ain't trying to hear, that you ain't trying to talk about. Look, sun card, illuminated. All is well over here. You good. You don't care nothing about, just like I said, you already healed it. You already processed that. And with this falling apart energy, that's what's being highlighted. This whole plan, this whole facade, whatever it was that this person had convinced themselves, this conversation that they had with themselves before they even reached out to you. It's, yeah, no, it's crumbling right before their eyes. It's crumbling right before their eyes. Hangman energy. Look, releasing it, giving a new perspective. They're going to have to see something different than how they was seeing it before. Because before that shit was unfair. But again, it's getting exposed now. Before they felt like they had clearance. They was able to operate however it was that they chose to operate. You know, because again, it was all being done behind the veil. And they were successfully getting away with it. Remember what I said? They had you in the illusion. They had you in the illusion. Hey. High priestess. High priest. Oh, okay. So this Hierophant energy might be the spiritual leader aspect of a situation, or somebody may have viewed themselves as being some type of spiritual authority or having some type of spiritual knowledge, something that was taught to them, instilled in them. It's really given that this person really felt like they was cold, like they had some type of foresight or something like that. And baby, with that 8 of Cups in the reverse, it wasn't no way that you was not gonna do it again, or not gonna let them give it again, or a second try, or something like that. They had the whole playbook all the way laid out. But it's something with you being cautious, because you already know that this person is toxic. You don't care if they do come to you with Bible, scriptures, any of that. Look, envy in the reverse. Look, they trying to make it seem like they done got some type of guidance, some type of rebirth, like a repentance. Something done took place is how they trying to present it. They not envious no more. They don't feel no certain type of way about, you know what I mean, nothing that you got or who you are or any of that. Look. They tired of being a hoe with this promiscuous energy, baby, this sleeping around, being free for all. Look, you got pregnancy, yeah. With the illusions. Somebody got these illusions out here with everybody. They real hot in the pants, free for all. It's a whole lot of, it's the 7 of Cups. I said that somebody is exploring their options, baby. They just trying to plant seeds and see what grow. But see, the thing is, they planting all these seeds and they ain't marking none of the seeds. So when they do sprout, you know, a lot of plants, when they sprout, they look alike in the beginning stages. They don't even know what they're growing. Again, with the illusions and this pregnancy energy. Bugaboo. They just hooked on being a bugaboo. They hooked on getting on your nerve, hooked on your energy. They hooked on getting you to give them, you being generous with them, you being in some type of exchange with them. That should let you know something about your energy. Your shit is top tier. Again, about that walking with the divine. What's this bugaboo energy? Look, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody made a bad investment that they had high hopes in. They tired of the drama now. Now they wore out. Just like you was wore out. Remember I said that they wore your ass out, baby. Now they wore out. Now they feel a certain type of way. Somebody viewing the situation like they made a bad investment. And they just want your forgiveness. They want you to forgive them, to allow them back into your life or something like that. It's something with, again, their bigger picture, like being shattered or being distorted. Like somebody signed up for too much work. It's something about them not successfully being able to complete tasks on time. What is this? Copycat. Get in a room with a copycat. Look, they got a room with somebody who was acting like they was like you. Better yet, they got a room with somebody who was acting like them. Because it's coming right out next to this Page of Pentacles. Manifesting this opportunity. See, this copycat hoe thought that she see. And I see this happen all the time, I promise you. This copycat energy is somebody who watched your relationship and seen how another individual was handling you, and more so wanted to get in your position, right? So they more so tried to mirror your energy. This person get with them and then they completely different, because again, they were only copying an energy. It was a copycat. Remember I said this person was reflecting your shit? Yeah. Yes, exactly. Attract the energy, the exact same energy. What did I say? You can't put a bunch of BS into a situation and expect to get out glitter, unicorn, right? That's not how that works, baby. If that's not what you investing into the situation, that's not what you're going to get out of it. They got a room with a copycat. Hermit energy, and manifested some type of isolation for themselves. Now when they do this soul searching, the only truth and honesty that they are brought back to is the fact that something is outdated, that they missed their chance. That's what you're reminding them of. That's what's making them feel weak. Because again, like I said, they had rehearsed everything. They felt like they was going to come to you and make you some type of undeniable offer. But look, fake apology and don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear this fake apology, and they don't want to hear what you're thinking. They don't want to hear your perspective. They don't want to hear this new train of thought that you got. They don't want to hear that you sacrificed this situation, that you sacrificed yourself with dealing with this situation, and now you have surrendered said situation. What did I say? You gotten over it. You've healed from this already, baby. That is water under the bridge. That is a 5 of Cups situation. Ain't nobody in regret but this person. You've handled all of that. Hermit mode. What's being illuminated to this person is that they need to give a fake apology. They only want to get his fake apology because, again, like someone said in the comments, they're getting karma and everything is falling apart for them. So they feel like that's the next best thing. They just trying stuff at this point, just seeing what'll be successful for them. And they know that they did you wrong. They know that they guilty for you. They know that once you separated yourself from a situation, all hell broke loose. So they feel like you are the key to a situation. But again, with this fake apology, this person don't feel what they trying to say to you. And again, you letting them know that everything is cool. It's okay. When this person is giving this fake apology and you telling them it's okay, you authentically mean it's okay. It's okay. Baby, I done already came to grips with that. I done already processed that. I done already healed from that. I done already gave that to God. I done already, you know what I mean? It's a whole lot of already. I already prayed about that. I already slept on that. I already met you just done already been through that. Look, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear about this healing that you did. Right next to the hangman energy, that new perspective, that new understanding, that releasing and letting go. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. Because where do they fit in that? If they come in with all of the burdens, all of the lies, all of the dishonesty, remember, getting played, manipulation and lies. They thought they was going to call you. And they was going to tell you, look, such and such, such and such, and They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. Talk to me. We want to hear it, Spirit. Look, Wheel of Fortune running away. They don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? They dealing with life cycles. They dealing with fated events. It's really given that they stuck in some type of karmic cycle. And with this running away energy, you separating yourself from them, that was the best thing that you could have did. Because see, also what they realizing is that was unpredicted when it came to you running away. Somebody wasn't prepared for that. They were prepared for everything. But just like this conversation, that'll let you know how much this person knows you. This person don't know you. You could have known this person for an extended amount of time and they still don't know you. Because they thought they was going to get in and they was going to J down on you. They was really going to J down on you. Real tough. You know what I mean? And they was going to be successful with it. And it's given that they absolutely was not. You turned your back quickly. It's like no thought. I don't know if you've seen the movie Superbad before. But the movie Superbad. And it's like, McLovin. Hey, McLovin. They was in the hallway. And I said McLovin. What was his name? I can't even remember his real name. Okay, anyway. He seen a girl in the hallway. They was in high school and he liked the girl. You know what I mean? And he was like, you know, that she had on some white pants. He could see such and such and such. And he was like, so what you do? He said, I walked up to her and told her what time it was. Like, so when they played back what he actually did, Superbad is what it's called. Hey, that's actually what he did. It's like the girl, he was walking behind the girl and he was like all in a daze. He was looking at her and she turned around and looked at him. And he was like, it's 10:32. And then turned around. When he turned around, it was like scratch. His shoes squeaked. And then he just walked off like. And I'm like, damn, he told her what time it was. I'm thinking he jade down on her. You know what I mean? Nah. You quickly, swiftly turned around. Just like how this person did and proceeded on your way in the opposite direction. Because you ain't got time for that. And somebody know, again, they was taught also about these fated events. They was taught about these life cycles. They was taught about these different things that are out of their hand. But somebody thought It's really giving a high sense of arrogance because, again, it's like they thought that they knew more than the divine. And I could even do one better and say that this person had more so lost faith or lost belief in a situation or the way that a situation could play out because it played in for so long. Now they're trying to get away from the fact that they actually envy you. No, it ain't no envy. And the thing is, the envy in the reverse. When it comes to you and it's running away, being cautious, the toxic, you don't feel a certain type of way about nothing that this person has going on. You don't feel a certain type of way about none of the things that they believe. If they believe it, okay, baby, that is, it's like everything is just cool with you. Everything is super cool with you. What's this running away? Oh, okay. You got deadline, Carter, betrayal, 3 of Wands. And that's what I'm saying. With this foresight, in the way that this person thought that things was going, this progressing, this plan that they had, this $1 million, how they was, you know what I mean, gonna get themselves up out of this jam. When it came to these betrayals, this backstabbing, this deceit, and them being caught, you getting evidence, finding evidence, in this deadline running out. Like somebody didn't believe in this deadline. They didn't feel like you would ever get tired. It's really given, I kid you not, that you had put up with so much mess from this person for so long that they felt like you would always be there. You will always be there. You would never choose yourself. They had put you in so many positions where you had placed them over you. You believed them over yourself. It's a whole lot of situations where you had gut feelings, you had inner knowings, you had dreams, you had different things taking place where it was being shown to you, them warning signs, that 4 of Cups. But in your mind, yeah, no, they wouldn't do that. Or I don't know what that means. Remember I said having them dreams and not being able to break them down, not being able to identify certain things. Like it's something with your spiritual awareness heightening now. People can say certain words to you and you have an understanding of them words. It's not just going over your head anymore. That's what they didn't foresee. This running away. They seen everything in the goddamn book but the fact that you was going to run away. And also with this promiscuous energy, it's really giving somebody wanted to come towards you in a lustful manner and you completely turned off by this person. It's like a ew. But they was going to leave with that promiscuous. Like you were unaware of the fact that they out here. The way they out here. That they giving it the way that they giving it. Look, betrayal, deceit. With this bugaboo energy, they was going to beg. Remember them terms? Begging. Ain't too proud to beg, baby. Get you hooked. They was going to get you right. I promise you they was going to get you right with this backstabbing energy. They didn't think you was going to run away from that. That showed them that they really got caught. Really got caught. It's something with them cheating. They made a bad investment with this cheating energy. This getting a room with this copycat. And again, some had ran out of line with this keeping, ran out of line, ran out of time with this keeping you a secret. It's really given that this person may have been keeping from this copycat energy that you were the reason that they was in the position that they was in. It's some type of it's something with you being the reasoning for something. What is this? Queen of Wands, that flip. Here we go, Pisces. We always got the Queen of Wands. When it comes to this hermit mode with this outdated energy, it's something with you taking action. It was some type of deadline when it came to, again, your focus, your determination, you moving forward. With this soul searching energy, clarify this King of Wands, Queen of Wands. We got the Lovers, okay, with this fake apology. Okay, so somebody ran out of time when it came to you being determined to be this person. Being in some type of partnership, some type of unionship, some type of companionship, you had already went into isolation. Or you chose isolation. It's even giving me the sense like you are fully aware of you could have stayed in a messed up position if you desired to be in that messed up position. You desired more, which was why you separated yourself. With the deadline, you understood that something had ran its fair course, or a long enough amount of time. When it came to this Lovers dynamic, it's something with these fake apologies, them constantly doing things and apologizing for them. I don't even really get an apology, though. It's almost like a making you side. Like somebody would have conversations with you where they would more so put you in a position where even if they were completely at fault, you were accepting some of that fault. What is this too, though? I know this gonna be some bullshit from the way it just swiped on the floor. Oh, okay. That's what they got an attitude about then, that world card. Something coming to completion, a cycle being whole, something being fulfilled. Because it came out right next to the don't want to hear it, with this surrendering, with this new perspective, this releasing, this letting go. They don't want to hear that. They got an attitude about that. Because with this Nine of Pentacles, it's something with their lifestyle, something to be unpredicted with the way that they are able to live. So this is giving somebody presenting themselves like they have some type of financial independence, but they really don't. It's giving that they broke or something like that. You know what I mean? It's really not adding up, because if they really was in this Nine of Pentacles energy, then they wouldn't need you. So this is also letting me know that what was unpredicted is that you would be in a stable position or on your own. This person thought that they had successfully created some type of codependency issues or something like that. Look, and you not confused when it comes to this unjust behavior. You not confused about this person. You see this person for exactly who they are. That's what's throwing them. It's almost strange because it's like this person don't even see themselves for exactly who they are. But yeah, you got this Nine of Pentacles lifestyle because you're not confused when it comes to you running away from this person. No, you do not feel a certain type of way. I can't repeat that enough. With the envy in the reverse, you're not jealous of this person. You're not envious, baby. You don't care nothing about whoever it is that they mixing and mingling with, that third party energy. None of that. God damn it, y'all have it. Have it. You not lost. You ran away from this energy and you found yourself is what you did. You not in your feelings. You don't feel so invisible no more in this Nine of Pentacles. It's something about you not avoiding how you feel, not avoiding what's going on in the inside. Ain't no running. You ran away from this person and you found yourself. You ran right into yourself. I'm hearing something about somebody having some type of dreams of running through the woods as well. And meeting themselves. That is powerful. I ain't gonna, okay. And with this Justice in the reverse, you are sure that somebody was being unfair when it comes to the plan and the progress. The way that they were seeing a situation going. Look, Six of Swords, and you decided to release it. You let it go. You chose calmer waters when it came to this betrayal. It has a lot to do with your mental, freeing your mind of the responsibilities. It's something, again, with some type of consideration or something like that. And with this Knight of Wands in the reverse, this person can't rush in. They can't rush in to take some type of action with this Two of Wands. It's something about coming through the threshold, like somebody wanted to rush in and take some type of quick action to hurry up and catch something, catch you while you were still vulnerable. But again, there's something with them not knowing what to do, them lacking directions, because they already know what you leaving mentally, or you separate yourself mentally, that you have evidence they caught a bad investment. I don't know who this copycat energy was, this third party, but baby, whoever that hoe was, Thank them. Thank him. Thank her. Thank them. Thank them. Because it's something about, you know what I mean, again, this, like, something was the last straw. I just hear your spirit guide say, okay, now. But it's not like a okay, it's like enough is enough. You know how somebody do something and you be like, okay. Like, it's like that. Like you know what I mean? And again, what I say, baby, that relationship that you have with your father. And when he told you, baby, when you can't walk, I promise you I would carry you. You got carried right on up out of something. Into something else. Look, emotion. Somebody tired of the drama when it comes to this bad investments. That's what may be seen in the public eye. Somebody might be fighting with this copycat energy. Remember what I said now? Somebody may have very well got this promiscuous person pregnant or something like that. It might be a pregnancy off on the sideline. Again, when it comes to these illusions, all these different emotional investments, whatever it is. But just as quickly as I said that, I also told you that you no longer give a damn about what this person has going on. And it just is what it is. Was visibly able to see what the actions that this person is taking. Especially with the actions that they took to keep you a secret. They and their emotions, baby, they knew they was running out of time. They knew they wasn't going to be able to successfully do none of this. Is what it's giving me. Look, options. But they was more so caught in being this player energy. They was caught on juggling these connections. Is what it was. They was addicted to this player energy when it comes to, let me see though, because it's Queen of Wands. It's like this Queen of Wands. What's going on with these options? What we need to know about these? Fell on the floor. I think they, okay. Right. It was an opportunity with a 3 of Cups, some type of friendship or some type of teaming up or something like that. Red lipstick stains. And it was in the reverse when I picked it up. So it's something where it wouldn't, some type of evidence. Somebody couldn't see something clearly. This opportunity they thought was going to get, you know what I mean, with, again, whatever teaming up that they did with this other person when it came to the option. Somebody seen more stability in quantity instead of quality. They didn't even notice the quality. They were very focused on quantity. And the whole time they thought that they was manifesting something for themselves. Like, again, they was looking for somebody to get this opportunity off of. You had to come into a situation with something they wanted in order to deal with, you know what I mean, individuals. It's given that at first you didn't even realize what it was that you had that this person wanted. You thought it was the love, but it ended up being something else. It ended up being your light, your stability, like your life. Somebody was strange, you know what I mean? It's like they want to be you. And even if this is a masculine, you know what I mean, and you a feminine, or if you a masculine and she a feminine, somebody is like your essence, your energy, your light, your strength, your positivity, your endurance, your devotion, your faith, your belief, like somebody, everything you, man. Hey, yeah, because they stuck in them karmic cycles. But again, something came to completion with this 3 of Cups. You being part of this 3 of Cups is what it is that came to completion, that came to wholeness. That's what they don't want to hear. Because there's something about somebody not having evidence, again, when it comes to this 9 of Pentacles, this lifestyle. And it's really giving me, I'm hearing somebody was dealing with somebody broke. It's a real back and forth energy then on how they saw them as being an opportunity, unless, again, they, like I said, they presented themselves like they had 1,000 different plans on how to do something, but never done anything. What is this? 5 of Swords. Yeah, so some type of abusive relationship or some type of manipulative relationship. Somebody wanted to win at all costs, so they ignored the signs that somebody was broke that they was teaming up with. This speaks of some type of bully mentality or something like that too. Somebody wanting to like defeat you. It's something about some type of manipulation though in the energy. And again, it's like you're not confused about it. You're not lost. You know that this person solely only wants to connect with you or something like that, like to try to defeat you. Like they feel like you beat them. And it's strange because it's like you deciding not to battle with them at all. They feel completely defeated, in which between me and you, that is exactly how you defeated them. That is exactly how you defeated them, by surrendering it. But it makes them feel a certain type of way, and they done everything but surrender. Look, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, baby. They lost all their stability. Somebody got a hole in their pocket. They can't even keep pennies. They feel like something is unfair or unjust. When in all actuality, again, they is reaping what they have sown in the situation. It's completely fair. It's completely the scales being balanced back out the truth and honesty of the situation. They weren't ever as stable as they try to present themselves through other people. They were never who they presented themselves to be. Somebody ain't even come from that. They came from that. So it's something about them scamming. But again, somebody can't take care of themselves, like, let alone they, what's going on with this judgment? That's what I'm saying. Judgment came out sideways. So somebody is under judgment and they tired of the drama. They constantly keep getting caught. Again, it's like they don't know which way to go. They don't know what action to take. Because it's really giving some type of divine intervention. Like, this ain't even you. Things are being exposed to you. You're being made aware of what's taking action with this person only due to the actions that they have taken towards you, Pisces. And again, with this judgment, it's something about somebody needing some type of mercy, some type of forgiveness or something like that. Because again, this speaks of divine intervention and you separating yourself from this betrayal. You answered your calling. You got on path. And again, what came along with that understanding with divine, which was a powerful part of your healing, is you learning to forgive yourself for dealing with somebody that was like this. Because this person is really giving me some type of demonic energy. Show you how to flip a demon. Somebody they thought they had you bound or something like that. Again, it was some type of toxic energy. Like they was real toxic. Page of Pentacles. Page of Cups. I'm sorry. I ain't mean Page of Pentacles. This speaks of somebody having limitless potential. Somebody having endless ways of creating something. Endless ways of creating something. That speaks of limitless potential. When it came to these different ideas that they had. That they now lack direction in, though, because they're caught. Like somebody was only able to successfully get things over your head when they were doing it behind your back. And that'll let you know, again, this person is false in every aspect of life. Because how you gonna say you a player and you sneak in to do stuff? That ain't playerish at all. Players get to have their way, baby. Players just that smooth. They just cut like that. It's really given in all actuality. You the star player. You the MVP without even really being a player, without even trying to play. And the main thing is because you're getting your way off of truth and honesty. You protect it because of your honesty. People stay away from you that mean you harm because they know that you gonna be honest. So they tell the lies behind your back because that shit ain't never gonna get off in your face. They'll never pull it in your face. They couldn't even form their lips, let alone their voice box to echo the sentence of the lies if you was in their presence. I promise you it never would have happened. Never would have happened. So again, with these terms, in this working it out, this negotiating, this begging with you, baby, I promise you, it's something with them. Somebody might even try to give you some type of public apology or something like that. What is these terms about for Pisces? You got five of wands, I'm sorry, in the reverse. Somebody with this clash of emotions, baby. Somebody just want to let it go. They want to just agree to disagree. You know what I mean? And they want to end the competition. They want to end the fighting. What's going on with this? You got family, fulfillment, sneaky, trash. Hey, somebody played on another person's heartstrings, tried to play on your heartstrings. Now they unsatisfied when it comes to this new beginning that they got because this shit is trash. They now want to throw away this sneaky energy in order to reach some type of fulfillment or fulfill a fantasy of becoming a family or something like that with you, starting a foundation or something like that. Ain't gonna happen. We gonna put all that shit right back in there, look ghost and disappearing. You walking away from that, baby. That ain't happening at all. You ain't with that. That's the negotiation of the terms. Just go ahead, lay it all down on the wood. They don't want to play with your heartstrings no more. So they want you to believe they don't want to play with your heartstrings no more. What it is they really look trying to get you about that gym. You got private Pisces, private relationship, fake friends, investigating. Somebody investigating some type of private relationship with some fake friends. When it came to these options, somebody may have had a private, if I line it up right, a private relationship. These different options. When it came to these fake friends and getting this opportunity, when it be a lover, somebody's friends may have been having them engage with different people, like being a third wheel. You know how you have people double dating and shit like that? Somebody's friends had them engaged in different things. Peanut, get your weird ass out of here. You got a green dot. You ain't even got nothing to say. Get your non-producive weird. And matter of fact, I'm going to disregard you that fast so I don't get thrown off. Yeah, but it's some type of investigation with this Three of Cups, this third party. And these fake friends. Private relationship with the options when it came to this Queen of Wands. It may be a fire sign female, something like that out here. We're going to see if that fire sign energy come out. But it's some type of, again, fake friends with this opportunity in this lover situation that they want to apologize for. Because now what's being brought to the light is that everything is falling apart for them. The options were not optioning at all. Not even close to optioning. So it's some investigating going on with this Three of Cups in this cycle. Nine of Swords. This person may have even did some deeper investigating into these friends when you separated or when you walked away from a situation. Somebody might stay up at night and do some type of looking into something. Somebody is in despair, feeling hopeless right now, very depressed. And again, with this red lipstick stains in the reverse, it's like somebody go through it at night and then they get up in the morning and they present themselves like everything is fine, everything is okay. They still moving forward. You know, they still focused. They still determined. They still this. They still that. When in all actuality, they ain't got none of those things going on. You got ghosts and butterflies. So again, this person is in regret or depression due to you ghosting this Five of Swords situation and having clarity that you have that you need to stay far away from it. So they felt defeated before. They came up to fight you again and you beat their ass again. They end up defeated again. You left something behind. It's something with this person feeling like they took something from you, where in all actuality you left it. It just was what it was. You know what I mean? Again, you cited it. You got butterflies when it comes to this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so you may have even separated yourself from this person and then you went through some type of financial difficulties or something like that due to some type of unjust energy or projections that they were sending towards you. Because with these butterflies, and it says devotion, can't stop smiling, happiness, feeling complete with this Ten of Pentacles in a reverse. Again, it's something with you being in a compromised position and still being devoted. Somebody thought that if they broke down your environment, they broke down your stability, then you would come crawling back to them, when in all actuality, the terms is they always gonna have to negotiate with you. They always gonna have to beg you. Indeed, they was not the person that could do it 1,000 different ways. That was you. And you don't even need no tools. I hear you could do it, but never mind. Never mind. What's this Life of Pentacles? Life of Pentacles. Look, what's this butterfly energy? Unsatisfied. Look, with this lack of direction, because they called somebody unsatisfied when it came to this judgment call. It's a bare minimum. They feel like they didn't get out of the situation what it was that they was trying to get. They was trying to knock you down and make you stay down. And baby, they knocked you down and you pop back up like one of them old school bean bags. You remember we used to have the puncher bags when you was a kid? Had a little sand in the bottom and you blow it up and you can knock it and it flip back and come back up. You can knock that mother every which way a Sunday and it's going to keep on. It's going to wobble with you all day. Somebody they didn't know you was built like that. With this reciprocation, they not getting out of a situation what they put into it. Look, they losing interest. They don't even want to do it no more. When just a week ago, they had limitless potential. Remember, endless ways. They a bunch of different ways they could do this. They was dedicated to it. What's this unsatisfied energy? Children. With this Page of Cups. So somebody is unsatisfied with the responsibilities that they have. They was going to use you to make their life easier. And since judgment's been called and you've been completely separated, they feel a certain type of way of being left to deal with their own responsibilities. Ain't that some shit? Childhood, Page of Cups. In their mind, when they was a kid, they did not see their life going like this, Damien. When he say, I am a boy, it does not work like that. That's how this person feel. I swear to God, they is upset. Upset. What is this expecting this new beginning? You might even be, what is this? They upset about something you got going on with these new beginnings. Let me get these, add these cards into it. What's this unexpected with this new beginning, Spirit? What Pisces needs to know about this new beginning? You got divorced. A divorce. They want to agree to disagree with you, and you still want a divorce. You still separating. You still breaking this contract. You still getting yourself up out the way. What I say, they want to know how you got yourself about that gym, baby. They did everything to try to get you stuck. They tried to block you in the physical. They tried to block you in the spiritual, baby. They tried to block you in the mental. They wanted to break you down. I promise you on what I say, you kept on. You kept on, baby. That resilience, that endurance. You just, shit. Top line engine, huh? Yeah. What's this divorce energy about? You got a total drama. Look, action. When it comes to this private relationship, see, you separating yourself or divorcing yourself from this person left this person stuck with that other person, and that absolutely was not where they wanted to stay. They wanted to visit. They wanted to come and play. They didn't want to stay. They don't want to live there. If they was that player that they said that they was, they wouldn't have to. What I say, look, Ace of Swords, baby, they'll be able to get themselves up out that jam, right? They'll be able to think themselves up out of this. They'll come up with that $1 million plan, that master plan. But it seemed like the only mental clarity that this person is coming to is the fact that they have fake friends. Because not only did these fake ass friends set them up with opportunities that more so put them in a position of having to flop, but also these fake friends can't even offer them no clarity. They can't offer them no help. They can't offer them nothing stable. And that's what they realizing now. So now they got new conflict when it comes to this action. Right after this divorce, I promise you, or this separation, this breaking of this contract, things was like a movie for this person. Let's get it understood that it already was like a movie for you having to go through this shit, not knowing which way is up, or you know what I mean. But again, with that action, that I keep hearing that snap. You know how they take that black thing, snap it. It was on. They say on like Donkey Kong. It was on, baby. Somebody been trying to visit you in your dreams and had tantric sex with you or something like that, trying to get you to engage with them in your dreams. Spirit world. That's sex magic, in case y'all didn't know. When people be doing that, they're standing in the mirror talking to themselves. That's mirror magic. When people be staring at the fire flames and doing, that's candle magic. Just so it don't seem so spooky when we talk about it. Yeah. It's a whole lot of basic things that people be doing that be witchery. That's why I don't understand when people come and they throw that witchcraft shit around, knowing that they be sitting and looking at water, they reflection in water, staring in the mirror, talking to themselves. Depending on what you say, I guess you talking to yourself could be witchery, or it could be you reciting affirmations. Ain't that gonna be like the same thing or something like that? Or I guess it really depends on what it is that you're saying, which is going to determine, you know, that intent is everything, especially dealing with spirit. But maybe their intention is to keep you in this jam or something like that. Because again, with this investigating, somebody been in your dreams. They done had other people in your dreams too projecting. That's also why they got some type of new conflict in the situation. Somebody, they into astral projecting and all of the rest of that other stuff, I'm telling you. They investigating the different downloads that you receive. And my thing is, it's really setting this person's soul on fire. Because, see, they can investigate them, but they can't touch them. They can't take them. They can't get them. That's why they sitting there and being filled with envy. Because they too far in your business. If they wasn't watching so closely, then they wouldn't have to feel a certain type of way about your blessings. They would be able to acknowledge their own if they develop their own relationship with divine. But this person lacks belief. So they're stuck in the victim mentality. They're stuck in everything is being done to them and not for them. Y'all remember that stage? I remember that stage. Well, yeah. Somebody is trying to do that astral projecting though to you in your dreams and have some type of tantric sex, and instead they're having nightmares, night terrors, night sweats. Headache, somebody waking up with blockages. That's why they can't sleep at night too. It's something about, again, them not having evidence when it comes to this lifestyle, of them not being able to get some type of proof that they trying to get from you with this investigating. They want to know how you got about that jam. You won't tell them in the physical. They trying to invade in the spirit, and baby, they can't even do that either. What I say, your daddy coming, look, watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip, that ain't happening. Your father never let that happen. You know how it be like a parent relationship when you have a child, and it's like, okay, your child is not always going to listen to you, and sometimes you have to watch them be hurt due to their own actions or decisions or choices that they make. But as soon as you go to that parent and you accept accountability for whatever it is that you have done, that parent step in with that protecting you from there on out. You know, it'd be a lot of different situations where you have people that be wanting you to come to them and let you know. I mean, let them know that you want them to intervene so that they can intervene. They only don't intervene because you don't say anything, and it's a level of minding your business. Like, I can't, if they cool, then I'm cool. You know what I mean? I don't like that shit, but if they say it's okay, then it's okay. Like, they gotta ride with it. But as soon as you say, hey, I'm not okay, then it's full-fledged. You know? It's giving that type of energy again. You already done told your father you ain't cool with it. Ain't no visiting you in your dreams. Ain't no having no tantric exchange on the physical, the spiritual. None of that, baby. They ain't watching nothing that's going on with you. They was trying to create a tether so that they could visit you. They could remotely visit you. They could pop up in your dreams whenever they wanted to. They could send you messages and stuff like that. Look, commitment. That's that tether, that bind, that marriage. Some type of devotion, like somebody knows how loyal you are, how strong you are. Like it's something with, again, your loyalty, your strength and loyalty is what I'm hearing. So it's like you're loyal, but you're like loyal to a fault. You almost loyal to the point where it can cause you harm, or was, is what I'm gonna say, because this shit past tense, baby. You ain't doing none of that up to date. You ain't doing none of that up today. You done tapped into some type of inner power, inner strength. And it just is what it is. Look, Eight of Swords got this person isolated. Remember I told you, before they reach out to you, they got it all figured out on how something gonna go. How they finna put on this act, what they gonna say. They was going by the script. And, you took that script that they had, that piece of paper. You know how you have paper with lines on it that you write on, and you folded it on each and every line, creased it, and ripped it apart. You remember when you was little how you do that, fold that paper, and then you do it with your nail to crease it real tight. You might even open it, flip it the other way, crease it again, so when you rip it, it rips straight. You broke that motherfucker. You took your time with it. Very unsatisfied. Felt like they got the bare minimum results that they was trying to get in this situation, baby. The only thing that they got is a conversation. And it's really given that you were very adult-like to give that to them. In the mental imprisonment that they place themselves in over and over and over again, because it's still 9 swords right here. We already got the 9 of swords up here, baby. Then you got the 9 of swords again. Complete depression. You know. Complete, like, isolation. Somebody might be sleeping next to somebody and then don't even feel like, I already told you, they feel left behind. They stuck wherever they at. That ain't where they want to be. They just want to visit. They didn't want to live there. Come to find, they got to live there now. They don't even feel comfortable. They don't feel like it's home. There's something about you making a house feel like home. They ain't been at home since you left, baby. Look, twin flames energy. They stuck in their mind about you. And how immature they was. How innocent the dynamic was between you. It's something about your innocence. Your pure energy. It's like this person learned authentic love through you. They learned the true meaning of unconditional love from you. I'm hearing that's something that they did not even learn from their parents. You was their first experience at the type of treatment, at the sacrificing. There's something about you sacrificing yourself for them. You okay with you having to take the short end. You okay with you. You know how a parent be, and it be like a parent would be okay with not eating as long as they could feed their kids. If they're in a compromised position, like that's how you viewed this person. You was okay with not eating as long as you could feed your baby. They ain't never experienced that before, not even from a parent. So to experience that, to sacrifice that and have that taken away, understand why they fired up. But see, again, it's only an act because they have not done any healing. They have not accepted any faults. This person wants to have this conversation with you and then pick up where y'all left off, like only in that. So let's say, okay, you knew this person 10 years. You ain't talked to them in 5. They hit you like, shit, we done known each other 15 years, shit, we just, you know what I mean? They don't want to talk about what took place in the 5 that they've been gone. They don't want to talk about what took place in the 10 that they was there. God damn it, they just want to jump in that we known each other 15 years and we finna run it. You ain't with that shit. Hold on. You know what I mean? And it ain't even that nice. The way I hear it is like that, you know, that Trina and Trick Daddy song that you don't know now. You remember how she cut up in the beginning of that song? If y'all know, y'all know. She was like, hell no, I don't want to holler at no MF and Trick. He all over there smelling like such and such. And hell no, I don't want to holler at him. I'm straight. And he came up. He was like, hold up, bitch. Hold up. Like, it's like, like the dynamic type thing. But it's like the way she snapped, like she thought she was finna get off. And he pumped her brakes. Hold on, bitch. You ain't finna come at me, bitch. You don't know now. What is you talking about? You don't know. You ain't never met that. You know what I mean? Like, and that's how this person, like, yeah. Because they tried to play you. Hell no, I don't want to holler at Collective. I don't want to holler at Pisces. They all, you know what I mean, knowing the whole time. And you came in, hold up, bitch. You know what I mean? If you don't do nothing, you gonna respect me. If you don't do nothing, you gonna respect it, period. That's the bottom line. That's the only word that I'm getting from it, respect. You could choose not to be loyal. You could choose not to be honest. You could choose not to be true. You could choose a whole lot of shit, but one thing you gonna do is you gonna respect. And if you feel a certain type of way, you damn sure better keep it to your fucking self. They don't like that about you. It's something about your strength. I'm telling you, the way you bounce back from a situation, baby, you bounce back like none other Superman, Superwoman, whatever the hell it is that you did, baby. They don't know how to handle that. They wasn't expecting that with that call. Again, unsatisfied. Because they came to you trying to get themselves out of this 8 of Swords energy, this mental imprison, and found themselves still stuck in that 8 of Swords. Even farther in that 8 of Swords now. Because you killed their illusions with honesty. And where do we go from there? They're never going to be honest. So now they just stuck in them dead-ass illusions. Feeling unsatisfied with their hand and their chin now. Wondering what you got up your sleeve. And God is protecting you every step of the way. This person can't, they can't access you. I'm surprised that conversation even came through, but it definitely say unblocking on that card. So the divine must have let you pop your shit. You know what I mean? Go ahead, baby. Talk to her. I'm like, go ahead, baby. I'm go ahead. It's something about you being kept away from a person for you to figure things out. Things have just been coming to you. A whole lot of clarity on the situation so that when you do meet again, not only can I tell you that I'm not fucking with you, but hey, I can tell you why. This is why, that is why, this is why, that is why, this is why. I can feel you. You know what I mean? I can feel you getting upset. I could think, yeah. Especially this copycat. Oh, no, you didn't get a bitch try to be me type thing. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, what are you doing? Do you not know that not only do you have identity issues, but that whole identity, it's something about the way you read this person. I'm telling you, that conversation, like somebody, oh my goodness. If they sitting on the toilet, on the phone talking to you, baby, they got a boo-boo again. Their stomach hurt. Their stomach is in knots. Because what are you saying? You're not saying come home. You know? You're not saying, you know, oh my God, my stomach hurt. What dude say on Facebook when you want my stomach bubbling? Because, see, they thought you was going to be in this twin flame energy forever, baby. They thought that they was going to always be able to make the block back to you. Always. It's something about buying a house and never moving. They always was going to know where you live. Always. Creature of habit. Until you switched it up and you weren't afraid of change. You were a creature of habit and you switched it up. Hey, and I'll do you one better because it's like you switched it up the first time and you ain't stopped switching shit since. Anything you come across where you feel like you want to change it, baby, that's for it. Whether it's an attitude, a way of being, a way of speaking, a way of dressing, a way of going somewhere, a way up. You know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like you doing things so effortlessly that you don't even notice the tremendous strength that it takes to do it, because it's so effortlessly to you. That shit is hard for other people. That's why they can't understand it. They can't process that, because what the fuck are you doing? What are you? Type thing. I keep seeing Vampire Bill say that to Suki. Remember, they kept on saying that. Everybody that came, hey, okay, now this is True Blood, and then I'm gonna let it go. True Blood was a show. They used to come on HBO back in the days, and it was a girl named Suki Sackhouse. She was like the main character, Suki, and like every time somebody would meet Suki, they would ask her like, "What are you?" It's like they could smell her, and she was able to read people's minds, like she was telepathic. I think Suki ended up being like a fairy, I think her mama might have been a fairy and her daddy was a warlock. It was some crazy shit, but it was still like a blend between good and evil. And it made her. Most of the time, a person has to choose a side. It's some of y'all that's a perfect fit, a perfect blend of both. That's what those around you are striving for. But with you being able to do it, you being able to balance it, to mend it so effortlessly, that's what makes them hate your ass too, though. But that's also why you got to be comfortable with standing alone. You the role model. We go through this all the time. And y'all know my favorite line. I tell you, they hated Jesus, baby. They hated him. When he was there with them, yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Discredited the fuck out of him. So don't come on here throwing no names to me like you feeling like you slanging power. You know what I mean? Because that wasn't always the narrative. That wasn't the narrative that y'all spent for Big Bro. Y'all, So we ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. No. So yeah, that's why they don't like you. The same reason why they admire you is why they don't like you. Let you fuck around and exit out or something like that. I promise you, them gonna be the same people. Oh, this was the nicest person. This was the person that did this, did that. Give you the socks out of their shoes. Yeah. Because in all actuality, they know who you was. It ain't until you can no longer be that they'll speak about who you authentically are. Same as when you have people that pass away and then people come up and say, oh, all the dirt that they did. It's something with people finding comfort in death. That's strange. I'm going to get up out of that, though. That was your read, Pisces. Yeah. They want to know how you got yourself up out that jam, baby. The Most High, the Divine, your Father. Even your mother, you know what I mean? If that is what you want to subscribe to, baby, run your fade, I'm telling you. But we gonna roll with the Divine, the Most High. That's how you did it. So, look, love you too. Love you too. Hey, definitely gotta talk to Pops about their insecurities. What you say, they ain't got nothing to do with you. Nothing. And ain't nothing wrong with that. We all still growing. We all still growing. That's an everyday thing. Day-to-day process. Ain't none of us exempt from this shit. Not to mention, when you already done learn the lesson, you still get tested on what you know, too. It's a test. But that's where the wisdom come in at. You know what I mean? You tap into your wisdom, baby. You fully aware of them tests. You know you being tested. And if you know you being tested, ain't no way you shouldn't ace that. You know what I mean? It's like a full circle. You got it. You got it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, like Martin told Wallace. Thank you. Thank you, look. God bless you too, love. Thank you, Mario. She said he texting right now while you read. Look, baby, what you say? Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. Hey, I know he probably ain't saying you can blame it on him, though. But he definitely saying, baby, come back. Hey, he doing like, what's that, Pretty Ricky? He said, I did you wrong. You did me wrong. I take you back. You take me back. I did you wrong. Look. That's what he wants you to say, that part. I'll take you back. And you remember that shit? Oh, God. Hey. Hey. You welcome, y'all. You welcome. You welcome. You welcome. That's how he come in that old school Pretty Ricky. Y'all remember that song? They come. They wasn't playing. That shit was deep. No, 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 no. That was that shit. What he say? I don't want to lose this relationship, so we got to stay strong. Don't want to hold on. Hey, I know you sick and tired of the fussing and the fighting and the cussing, but I love you. And you love me too. I did you wrong. Yeah. I told you. Motherfucker don't want to accept no accountability at all. They want you to take half of their shit. They want you to help them carry their debt. Help them get, like, man, you ain't fucking with that. You cool on that. I promise you. You ain't even fooling with it. You ain't fooling with it at all. You can see right through it. And again, like I said to you already too, you already done did what you needed to do in order to heal yourself. Ain't no way in hell you backpedaling to go in heels. And like, how you gonna re-heal for somebody else? How is you healing gonna help them? I feel like that's also something that you putting together yourself too, because again, you now sitting in a different position. You got a different view. You're healed and you still see even more now than ever. Like, how can I heal and help you? The only way that you can do that is by leading by example, showing them that it's able to be done, which is exactly what you're doing. God damn it. And what 50 say, hate it or love it, the underdog's on top. God damn it. What he saying, I'm gonna shine, baby, until my heart stop. Go ahead, envy me. Hey. You ain't going no motherfucking where it is, what it is. You know, we can do this shit all day when we get to talking about the songs and the movies. You ain't going nowhere. Your position is your position, and your position is permanent. I'm really getting this the last lifetime, though, that you're going to have to deal with these weird individuals. It really seemed like you were being made aware of a lot of different karmics that you needed to cut out of in this life cycle, so that when you reincarnate, if you have to reincarnate, those are soul contracts that has more so been dealt with. You done dealt with that. They ain't coming back. You ain't dealing with that shit. And you're going to be able to sense that. You know, you don't even... So, all right, y'all. I'm getting up out of here because y'all know I'll be on the end of here talking for a whole damn hour. The end of the video be 3 hours all of a sudden. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the likes, the comments, the subscribes. We gonna keep on running our fade and exposing this shit, though. So be looking forward, you know what I mean? I don't know what's playing out right now, how this going, but motherfucker gonna call you around the summertime, I'm telling you, and try to admit to some shit that you already done got clarification on leading all the way up to the summer. This person been being exposed to you since last year. And see, just like they feel like they got a script for your ass, when you get on the phone with them, baby, you got one for them too. And it's a script of truth and honesty. I promise you, some shit that don't change. Ain't gonna change. Not even with time. Because you know how people do when they be lying, the lies change. They got to tell another lie all the time. Baby, you coming with facts. That shit ain't changing. At all. So, it is what it is, you know. Hey, she said, I'm going to switch it. Go, hey, switch that motherfucker. Then why I tell you about running your fade, baby? Run it. Switch it then. Switch it. What you say, facts going to be facts. All day, every day. Ain't nothing they can do about that. All right, so that was your read, Pisces. Y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all later.